Hi, we're Mark and Peggy Beeman, and we are part of the North River Cultural Humility Group.
In honor of Juneteenth Day, and in the spirit of Romans 12, verse 15, where it says, "Rejoice with those who rejoice, weep with those who weep," the Cultural Humility Group is excited to share the history of the celebration with you. Lewis and Deborah Childs will now share the details with us.
Happy Juneteenth Day!
Hey Deborah, how you doing?
Hey, honey. How are you? I'm doing pretty good.
Me too, thanks. Hey, I keep hearing about this new holiday called Juneteenth. Have you?
Yes, actually I have. I've heard a lot about it, and especially of late.
Okay, what can you tell me about it?
Well, how about we look it up and see what information we can find on it?
Sounds like a plan.
Good, I agree. Well, according to this, it says that Juneteenth, now officially Juneteenth National Independence Day, also known as Jubilee Day, Emancipation Day, Freedom Day, and Black Independence Day.
This holiday has more nicknames than God in the Old Testament.
Oh, honey, you are so funny. I am so glad our God has a sense of humor. But if we keep reading, it says the Juneteenth National Independence Day Act was signed into law on June 17, 2021. And as you stated, is a federal holiday in the United States and commemorates the emancipation of enslaved Black Americans.
Okay, where did it originate? Tell me history behind it.
Okay, I love to. Let me look and see. It says, on June 19, 1865, news reached the last enslaved African Americans that they were actually free.
Hold on. 1865. But I thought the Emancipation Proclamation was signed in 1863.
Yes, Louis, you're right, honey. It was. But according to this, it says, in 1863, during the American Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, which declared more than 3 million slaves living in the Confederate States to be free. More than 2 years, however, would pass before the news would even reach the African Americans that were living in the state of Texas. So, on June 19, 1865, Galveston, Texas, was the first African American community to even celebrate their freedom.
Wow, I thought lettermail was slow. You mentioned celebrations. What types of celebrations actually took place?
Okay, so it says that the original observances included prayer meetings, singing of spirituals, and wearing new clothes as a way of representing their newfound freedom.
All right, well, what about today? How's it celebrated now?
Celebrations have included, or I should say, have continued across the United States, and typically include things like prayer, religious services, educational events, family gatherings, and picnics, and festivals that include our favorite things to do: music, food, and dancing. It even says that celebratory traditions often include things like speeches and public readings of the Emancipation Proclamation and the readings of works by noted African American writers such as Ralph Ellison and Maya Angelou, and even singing traditional songs such as Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, and Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Wow, that's definitely something we need to make sure we pass down to the kids, let them know about.
You know what, Louis? I totally agree with you. I think it's something we should sit down with the children and just make sure that they know a little bit about their history. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you for the information.
You're more than welcome. It was nice sitting down here talking with you about it. So in the spirit of rejoicing with those who rejoice, here is one of the Jubilee spirituals that speaks to the celebration of Juneteenth. He's got the whole world in his hands.
He's got the whole